name is Rachel Ray. I was hoping you guys would laugh. I get that a lot. But I'm one of the Melissas on the team. There's quite a few of us. And I'm being filmed right now. Okay. But anyway, I want to share my story with you. I was asked by Rhonda to talk about my why and defining your why. Everyone in this room, whether you know it or not, it's so important that you define your why. If you're an existing distributor, if you're a guest, and I hope that you do choose to become a distributor with It Works Global, because it will change your life, one of the most important things that you need to do is stop and think, you know, why do you want to join It Works? What is it that you're looking to change in your life? And I'm going to start telling you about my story. And some of you may be able to relate to it, some of you may not. I found out about It Works back in January. I believe it's January 23rd, online, like most of us have done. And long story short, my sponsor was Rhonda Hartman, thank goodness. Rhonda, we love you. I spoke with Rhonda, I called her about these wraps. At that time, I was looking for something that would help my tummy, like a lot of women, after having kids. I have 2 kids. I love my boys. They're 10 and 20. And I also want to tell you that I'm a single mom, okay? At that time, I was looking for something to help improve the appearance of my tummy, because being a single mom, didn't have a lot of time to work out. So I called Rhonda, and Rhonda was just so super excited. She's like, you've got to try this wrap. I'm like, does it really work? She's like, Melissa, just come on over, I'll grab you. So I was super excited. I got off the phone. The first phone call that I made was to my mom, and then to my boyfriend. And I told them that I had found this product. I was going to go over to this woman's house. She was going to wrap me. And, you know, my mom said to me at that time, she's like, is this one of those network marketing companies? I said, yes, it is, because she had signed up with numerous companies, and she had sworn to me that she would never do anything like that again. But I said, you know, I just want to try it. I'm not saying I'm going to sign up. Then in speaking with my boyfriend, I told him about the wrap, and he just was not positive at all. Well, within 30 minutes, he was at my front door. This is no joke. I had no idea he was coming over. Rang the doorbell. I'm like, hey, honey, what are you doing here? He's like, I want to see what this is all about. I'm like, are you kidding? He's like, nope. So we got in the car. We drove over to Rhonda's house. She, believe it or not, lives 10 minutes from me. They say everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. So went to Rhonda's house. Fast forward again, Rhonda and Ray greeted us at the door, and they were super excited. I'm like, wow, they were like really excited about this wrap. Like a body wrap. Well, that was back in January, and I just want to mention, Rhonda was a double diamond in January when I met her. So yeah, she was pretty stoked. They were both stoked. Rhonda wrapped both myself and JR, my boyfriend, and we went in the bathroom, the 3 of us, and I'm like, wow, okay, I hope this thing works. So we went back out into their family room. Ray's just walking around, you know, kind of chit-chatting, being Ray, kind of cool little laid-back hat. We love Ray. You know, and I had quite a few questions. Rhonda was super about talking about the business, and I wanted to hear about it. Wasn't sure that I wanted to sign up for anything, but you know, she was so excited about this, and I can see why now. So she told us a little bit about it, and you know, my boyfriend had quite a few questions about the compensation plan, and quite frankly, at that time, they were like, we're not really sure how it works. We know it works, and we, you know, we're not even going to get into the compensation plan. We, you know, because it's the best, in my opinion, the best compensation plan in the industry. Now that I've been with It Works for 9 months, you know, they didn't know as much as they do now about it. So after chit-chatting for a while, we went back into the bathroom. I chose to keep, or we both chose to keep our wraps on, but Rhonda measured us, and we saw some results. we chose to wear the wrap home that night, and the next morning I was just super excited. I don't think I've ever been that excited to roll out of bed. For some crazy reason, I was a weird one who wanted to keep it on overnight. That next morning, we had some serious results, okay? We measured, and my boyfriend was like, I don't know. So when I measured him and I told him what the results were, he had a grin from ear to ear. And I knew there was something to this. So I signed up that day, and it was really the best decision that I'd ever made. I had no idea how I was going to promote this business. Was really not a fan of network marketing businesses. But at that time, back in January, I had a magazine, single mom, 2 kids again, ages 10 and 20. And I thought, okay, well, you know, let's give this a shot and see what happens with it. I just started talking about this wrap on Facebook. I'm sure that you will hear from some great leaders tonight, some marketing tips, but that's how things got started for me. I was trained on the very simple steps to success, but I was also trained that we're not here to sell anything, we're here to share these products, and my business took off. So, you know, I have 17 years experience in real estate, in sales, and as we all know, the economy has shifted throughout the past few years, past several years, and after going through a divorce, this was, you know, maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you know, and losing everything, my ex-husband and I mean literally everything, but our clothes. I had started over, and I started a small local shopper magazine. Again, signing up January 24th, just started talking and sharing about these products with everyone. By April, I had retired the magazine, okay? And I'm still a double diamond, and I'm currently working on triple. Now, if it takes me another year or another 2 years to get to triple, personally, I hope it doesn't, but if it did, it's okay with me. If you have not yet looked at the average income chart, take a look at what the average double diamond makes. That's life-changing. There were months when I started this business, even though I owned a small magazine, being self-employed doesn't mean that, you know, a person's wealthy or that they're, you know, they have a business and they're making all this money. At that time, I want you guys to know that there were many months that I did not know how I was going to make my rent. I was one of those people during that time in my life. I did not know how I was going to pay my bills, my utility bills. And I was forced to make a decision. You know, I do have family that has always been here to support me. But I'm an adult, 2 kids, you know, and wanted to be self-sufficient. So I went through a period in my life earlier this year where I decided to sign up for food stamps. And I share that with a lot of you in this room because never in my life did I dream that I would be one of those people signing up for food stamps. Okay, that's something that I've just recently started sharing. And I don't want to get emotional, but it's when I tell you how life-changing this opportunity is in front of you, pay real close attention to why you're here. Now, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. We all have choices to make in life. And had someone told me that $99 would change my life, I would have laughed at him. You know, I really would have laughed at them. But I have quite a few friends that were in real estate and even in the construction industry. My ex-husband was a home builder, so we owned a couple of companies. But so I know people, both people that come from affluent backgrounds and people that did not come from so affluent of a background that were forced, you know, to sign up for food stamps. There's no shame in that. I did that for a few months, but it works. That's one of the ways that it works has changed my life. Today where I sit, I have an incredible team of distributors across the U.S., including Puerto Rico and St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. You know, most of that was just through referrals, friends that I know, Facebook. But again, reaching out to each and every person And it's more than just sharing the products, okay? It's also sharing this opportunity with people, all right? My why was, basically my why were my children, my sons, okay? Dylan and Braden. And also the fact that I did not want to have to sit there at night, cry myself to sleep, and think, how am I going to pay my utility bill? My phone bill's due in a few days. So do I pay my phone bill, which we all need a phone, most of us will not leave the house without our phone. Do I pay my phone bill or do I pay my electric bill? Those were decisions, real decisions for me. How am I going to come up with rent? What's my landlord going to say? Am I going to be facing eviction? Those were very real, that was a very real situation that I was faced with as well earlier this year. It Works has changed my life. I no longer have to worry about which bill I have to pay first. I no longer have to worry about calling utility companies to ask for a grace period. I don't have to worry about going to the grocery store, even though couponing is great. It's, you know, being able to go through the grocery store and have my son, my youngest son, you know, say, Mom, I want this box of cereal. Can I please have one more thing? It's incredible, as little as that may sound, as trivial as it may be to some people. That was real for us.
Freedom!
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Please think about your why, okay? Your why is huge. Is your why paying off extra bills? Is your why being able to pay for extracurricular activities for your kids? Is your why maybe paying off debt? Because I had quite a bit of debt that I'm just about done paying off. Absolutely.
Debt free is what?
The new sexy, baby. How many of you in this room, if I said to you, you have an opportunity to drive out of here in a new car, and that car, you get to plug in your GPS exactly where you want to go. How many of you would take me up on that offer? Just humor me.
Yeah.
That's it? Well, I'm here to tell you that It Works is your vehicle. Okay? That $99 to join this company. Is it going to take a little work? Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of work. Roll those sleeves up. You have fear? Deal with it. Gotta deal with it. I have a lot of fears. One of my fears was getting up on the stage to talk tonight. But yeah, you know, it's about choices, everybody. And I know that may be a very cliche thing for so many of you to hear. But when you sit down and really think about what it is that you want out of life, what you want to change, do you want to be working for 8, 9, 10, 12, maybe $15 an hour? There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you truly want the freedom to be able to do things in life, spend time with your kids, with your loved ones, have that flexibility, this is it. A couple of nights ago, my grandmother unexpectedly passed away. And I don't share that with you because I'm looking for sympathy. I made a choice that night, well actually not a choice, that night I made a decision, and one of the first things I thought to myself, I called my boyfriend, I'm like, I was basket case, I'm like, there's no way I can speak on stage. I can't go. You know, I just, emotionally I could not do it. And he said to me, you know what, Melissa? He's like, what a better time to talk about your why. We all go through adversity in life. It's how we choose to deal with it. I can mourn. I have so much time to mourn the beautiful memories, but I don't want to mourn. I want to celebrate my grandmother's life. Had I been working an 8 to 5, 8 to 6 job, I would not be able to afford to take off for a few days to fly to Puerto Rico to reunite with my family and celebrate my grandmother's life. My mother is here tonight. I just want to acknowledge her very quickly, Sonia Grow. I knew my grandmother was, she was a very strong businesswoman, the sweetest soul. I'm sure many of you can relate to your grandparents. We're very tight-knit family, but she would have wanted me to be here. And I thank my boyfriend sincerely for reminding me that, what a better time to talk about your why. Make a choice. Life is about choices. This company, beyond the products, I have so many testimonies that I could give you because I use just about all the products. Tonight, Confianza was my best friend. Confianza is. Ask whoever invited you here. If you haven't yet ordered some, go ahead and get it. It's amazing. All our products are amazing. I'm so thankful to all of my team, and I'm so thankful to my sponsors, my uplines, my sidelines, that I've never experienced anything like this company. And quite frankly, I'm really shocked, that there's no saturation with this company. So, make a decision whether you're already a distributor or not. If you have not already made a decision to define your why, I implore you to do that. Dream boards are huge, and I'm thinking some of my leaders will probably touch on that. If not, you can speak with your sponsor. But this company has allowed me to dream again. My dreams aren't just dreams, they have become reality. My goal one day is to be an ambassador, and I tell my entire team and everyone else that I speak with, it's not a matter of if I'm going to be ambassador one day, it's a matter of when. Hey!